I went to my first Comic-Con when I was 13 years old. I had heard that people dressed up for these events, but I didn't know what to dress up as, so I just put on all of my fandom merch, and the result was Castiel in a Hogwarts robe wearing a deerstalker hat with one ring to rule them all tied around my neck. A smorgasbord of incohesive ideas, but at least I got to meet Tyler Hoechlin, and he called me Love. The next time I went, I dressed up as a Batman fangirl, then Harley Quinn, then nothing, then Harley Quinn again. As you can see, I never reached my full cosplay potential, which is crazy seeing as I go completely all out for Halloween every year. So, 10 years later, I'm finally gonna cosplay for real as Wolverine, or Wolverina, if you please. My initial plan was just to go in baggy jeans, a yellow tank top, and have some claws. When I told my brother this, he called me lame, and honestly I agreed. This isn't Wolverine, this is Wolverine, I don't know. So I ordered a full bodysuit. This said that it was unisex, but I felt pretty manly, so I definitely had to play around with it. Why does my butt look like that? So first I got a big yellow belt, and then I made a little logo that was supposed to cover the belt buckle, and it was too small. But then I layered my original belt on it, and I thought it could kinda work. For the claws I got, they came with all the pieces separately. So I did have the option to do only 2 claws and be X-23, but I really wanted to have the funny joke of mixing Wolverine with Karina, and I can't really do that with X-23. X-23na? Not as catchy. I cut holes in between the finger holes of my fingerless gloves so I could shove the claws up there and not have to worry about holding them or dropping them while I'm walking around. I then made the mask out of this old masquerade mask by painting the middle yellow and using foam to make 2 little spikes over each eye. I didn't film that because I'm stupid. So with a week until Comic-Con, I feel like I'm in a pretty good place with my costume. All I have to do is sew the shadows of the chest onto the bottom of my bra, add belt loops around the waist to make sure my belt stays in place, and reinforce the seam on the butt because apparently I'm just so incredibly voluptuous and calopigian that the seams are already ripping. That's not a lot, right? I ended up outsourcing the repairs to my abuelita because I had other things to do. My nails! I was originally going to make them black and pointy, but then I realized that I would have to wear them after the Comic-Con, so I just stick to a classic French. And so, before I knew it, 'twas the morning of Comic-Con, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring, except for, well, me and the rest of my family, because it was 10 o'clock in the morning. It was time to do my makeup. I didn't go all out because I figured half of my face would be covered anyway, but I put on some lip stain and fake eyelashes to make the parts that do show pop. I took off my bonnet and my flexible rods, did my hair, and then it was time to suit up. And this was the final look. I loved it, my mom loved it, my dog loved it, Hugh Jackman reached out to me personally to tell me he loved it. It was great. I even managed to get my brother to dress up as Magneto so we can match. It was pretty hard to hold anything, including my phone to take pictures and videos because I had massive claws sticking out my hands, and my fingers were pretty sore from being stretched out by the end of the day, but it was actually really fun. I saw so many cool costumes, a few people asked to take pictures with us, we bought a few things, and we got to meet Arthur and DW. What more could you ask for? When we were ready to go, Magneto used his powers to stop a car to take us home. And when we got home, I realized that the inside of my mask had turned my face purple. Did somebody say Thanos cosplay? So anyways, that was my cosplay experience. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.
Check another bite if you want to. Need a guy run back with a tattoo. Check another whip from the shampoo.